Hello Linux lovers, my name's Wimpy. Welcome to my world. Right, I thought I'd do this on Twitch for a change. I've been working on Ubuntu MATE 2104, it's a Linux distribution, and I'm going to be putting some finishing touches to that this evening, so that's the plan. I'm going to kind of make it up as I go along. Got a few chores to get done. So the first thing I'm going to do is tweet out that I've gone live. So we'll go and do that. We'll hit the big fat tweet button there, tweet, and we'll see who turns up. Yeah, just gonna get a few bits done, and mostly it's around the artwork and the new Yaru theme, a little bit of bug hunting, few maintenance package releases, so a few bits and pieces to get done. So I'm just going to hit this and wang this in here and see what happens. There we go. So that's that, and I'll do that. There we go. Right then, keep an eye on the Twitch stuff. So I suppose the first thing I need to do is think about where I'm going to do all of this. So let's bring down VS Code, do some work here. I'll probably put a to-do list together fairly early on so I don't forget anything important. Hello Adam, how you doing? I hope you're well. Now, I think the music is a bit quiet. I'm going to turn the music up. Let me know how we get on. Hello, it's Swirls, how you doing? So, I've turned the volume up louder than I'd normally have it. Hello Andy Hazen, how are you? Thanks for joining. Let me know if the music is a suitable level or not. We'll just bring down Git Kraken as well, because we'll be using that. So let's get that lined up more or less. Hello Mexico, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. So I normally do these things on YouTube, but I tend to do them on YouTube when it's like, I think it's more like reusable. I am recording this. I may make something from it for YouTube, but I thought I'd just give it a go on Twitch, see how we get on. I had it all set up for Twitch, so why not? So hopefully with this arrangement, I'll be able to, I think I need to just make some of my windows a bit smaller so that I can, there we go, some of my panels rather in OBS. So I've got effectively like a 1080 screen to work on in front of me, so that should work. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to see. I don't know if I'll have anything that's, you know, useful for a highlight as such, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just putting a few things up out of the way. We'll keep that going, and right, we'll bring this down as well. We may well need a browser at some point, so we'll drag that in there. Right then. So what's this? Cinnamon is doing great, excellent. So you're all set for Ubuntu Cinnamon 2104 then, are you? I've got I've got my camera in not the right place. So let's just go and fix that. Let's just go and move my camera face, which is here, over the Twitch chat. There we go. That was what I intended that to look like. You might be able to tell I've rather hurriedly thrown this together. Right, okay. Need to make a few icon tweaks. Yeah, well, I'm going to get into that. So I'm running Ubuntu MATE 2004 here at the moment. In fact, I think I'll put that chat there. So if anyone from the team pings me about anything, if I get it wrong, I can see what's going on. And also, the team are free to join the on-air channel as well, which they know. Right then, so yes, it's the green flavour, it's the Chelsea cucumber flavour. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is let's get a quick to-do list together of things that I can remember that I know I'm going to need to do, and also this virtual screen business I'm going to have to remember. Right then, new file. We'll just simply call this right then, to do. So I think I have got let's think now. We need to test Yaru MATE. There's a new version. We need to upload to the archive. Which is prepared. It should be good. So other things, I know there's a new Ubuntu MATE guide from Larry Bushy, and then there are a whole slew of MATE desktop updates. So I'm just going to go and look in my Discord, because over the last few days I know that Wolfgang has been releasing some point releases. So how far back do I have to go? Not that far. Okay, so let's go and find all the new stuff, and we'll go and get those. So we need to do this is going to be annoying. Right, that one. All the Spanish names, it looks like, for this evening. How's everyone doing anyway? Friday night. No one going out? Not much more of staying indoors left if we're lucky. So let's have a look here. So the Wimpy's World GitHub. So I've got several GitHub orgs. Flexion.org is my personal place. That's where I fork things and actually work on stuff that I'm contributing to. The Wimpy's World GitHub org is for stuff specific to the video stuff, basically. So projects for that. Thanks for the follow, Floof Derp. I appreciate that. So that's the sort of distinction. I've got another one just for doing snaps and stuff. Hey Roly. Hey Roly, how you doing? Thank you. Your artwork will get shown in just a little bit, because I've included that. So Andy Hazen says, is there a way to do something similar to the Places menu from GNOME 2 in MATE when using Brisk menu without using the classic menu? Is there a way to do something similar to the Places menu from GNOME 2 in MATE? Yes, is the answer to that question. Let me just think. Let me show you how you can do this. This is fully doing it custom, right? But let me just I just need to add a panel to new panel. Where did that go? Down here. Oh gosh, that's going to be confusing as heck. Let me bring you down, and okay, nearly. These it's rather difficult to do multi-monitor when one of the monitors has no monitor attached, it turns out. So let's just, that's now up here, so let's just expand that. There we go. And I'll worry about the struts in a moment. So that's a panel that I've added. Let's get back on the right virtual monitor. Let's just make it a bit bigger for the purposes of illustration. Right, now I do have brisk in another panel, but I will add brisk menu here. So there's a brisk menu. Excuse the weird icon, which is one of the things we need to resolve. So that's brisk menu. And I think what you're asking for is you want to add the classic menu like this, right? But in actual fact, what you want to do is just have places, I think is what you were saying. So you can then start Mate tweak, which has appeared on the right screen conveniently. And then in panel here, oh, it doesn't know. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this hard mode then. Right, so we'll bring up decomp editor. Where did that open? In full screen. Oh, I see. It's split across two monitors. Okay, hang on. Let's just do that and bring this down. So I can't actually remember the key it's in. So let's do menu. Oh no. Menu bar, I think that's the one. Okay, so then there's these keys here where we can now turn off the applications and just leave places behind, for example, places and system. I think we can turn the others off as well. So if I just leave it like that, and then I can now move that up here, I can lock that one in place. And then we lock that one into place. So there we go, kind of fudged it. I don't know if that's what you were after, Andy, but there you go. There's the places and the system, but then you've still got brisk. Don't know if that's what you're after, but there you go. You can sort of fudge it together like that. I can see people have been chatting. Right, let me look at a screen where I can see more of the chat. Where the heck do I look for that? Oh gosh. Okay, over here. There we go. Right then. Okay, let's have a look then. So, yep. Okay, so it sounds like Andy, I kind of got that done there. So, Ubuntu Mate is all about doing random retro things. Sometimes. Hey, our podcast, how you doing? I'll take a look. Was that on YouTube, our podcast? Because I'll take a look at some point, because I know you've been doing some cool stuff. Political administration, crikey, that sounds serious. Rowley, I'm glad that you like the Yaru MATE theme. I'm very happy with it. It's good enough for 2104. There's some work still to be done. Mostly icons, really. It's the time for the icon designers to make a load of icons, but it's pretty sharp. Like it a lot. Right. No, I don't work for Canonical anymore, Adam. It is true. I can use a new distro. No, I'm quite happy with the distro that I've been making for the last 7 years. I'm gonna stick with that one. Hey, what's that? Drazer, how you doing? Or is it Dr. Razor? Which is it? Or DJ even. Small text. There we go. Wimpy struggling with the Gnome 3 app. No, I'm struggling with the fact that I've got 3 monitors, but one of the monitors, it doesn't exist. It's rather difficult to manipulate a third screen. Yeah, it's just a little hack, but you know, it's fairly flexible. That, you know, putting a menu. In fact, I think at one point I did experiment with a theme that had that pre-configured. Right then, let's get rid of that, and let's kill this panel because I do not need that there. Right, okay, so where were we? We were collecting up the things we're going to do. So we're going to do in Grandpa, EOM as well. I'll show off the new Mate theme, or the Yaru Mate theme, in just a little bit, because this will be interesting. I've got patches I need to consider for that one. Bother. Thanks for the follow, Lupio. Welcome. So I'm wondering how many of the people that are joining at the moment and following and getting involved tonight, have you got different usernames on other platforms and I just don't recognize your Twitch usernames, or are you new? Because maintaining multiple of people's usernames from different platforms is now becoming kind of impossible. Right, okay, so there's quite a lot of Mate packages. I may not get through all of these this evening, but we'll see how we go. And I saw our so testing week as well. So part of this is to finish off. So we've got the bits and pieces in place for QA week, and we'll be doing some more about that. Maybe not over the weekend, but well, maybe tomorrow night actually. I might do some more tomorrow. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff being updated. So these are all of the packages that Wolfgang has been releasing. So Wolfgang is one of the Mate developers, and he is also a Fedora contributor. So there you go. Pepsi and Cola can, you know, collaborate and work together. Right then, is this the last one? I might have to check some of these to see what the changes were before I idly package them up, because there was a little bit of controversy around one of these packages recently. Right, that's it. So that's all of the upstream Mate stuff that's got some point releases. So let's have a look. Let's have a little catch up then. So what do we got here? Oh crikey, I've scrolled down. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we've got bots. I probably need to shut the bots up. So how many monitors do I have? I only have two. One on the left, one on the right. But then through the magic of capture cards and multiple ports on graphics cards, I have a third monitor which physically doesn't exist. And that's the screen that you're looking at here. This composited scene here is that. And the way I drive this is I have OBS open in front of me, previewing that screen that physically doesn't exist. And that's how I drive this screen to do these like live coding sessions. Roly, yes, so Ubuntu is making the new installer in Flutter instead of GTK. It's true. I had a hand in putting that in place. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about Yaru MATE in a bit, because we got some good advice from, in fact, actually, I'm going to just let the Yaru team know that I'm doing this thing, because they have been brilliant, and I don't know what they're up to, but if they're interested, they can have a look. So let's just head over there. Paste that in there in the little group. Right, there we go. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. We've got our happy little penguin sub train on the go there. Oh, although he's offset somewhat. Let's just go and fix our sub train. He's in the wrong spot. There we go. He's supposed to be there. There we go. That's better. Right then. So So are there any tests to do for Ubuntu Mate? Yes, there are, for all of the Ubuntu flavors, in fact. So if we go to the browser, let's just pick up. I asked earlier where to direct people. Let me just find that. There we go. So, well, here is as you asked about Ubuntu Mate, here is our announcement for that, which is, here, I can hear it raining. Crikey. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Let's try that. There we go. So here we go. So it's testing week, and Bill has posted the details here, and it has some information on how to get started with running through what are called the test suites. So if you want to get stuck in, you can do that. And I suppose for completeness, what we should do is let's just go and find the other one, which is this one. And we'll whack that in as well. Oh, this. I need to come on. I may actually have to get a third screen. So, and there's the Ubuntu one as well. So if you are, interested in getting involved, there's all the info there about how to do testing and contribute to the testing. So any flavour will be glad to have you run through some tests. So DJ Razor's currently on Peppermint and Ubuntu, but you've also got Mint and Ubuntu Mate. Crikey! So you're all Linuxed up to the max there then. Yes, rip the panel. How did you create the virtual screen? No, so it's the preview in OBS. I mean, we can probably do maximum inception. Here we go. I don't know. So here's my OBS. I can't see anything now, so I'm not letting go of this window. So that's my OBS that I have running on a real screen here, and I can therefore see the preview of what I'm doing. So that's how I can see this non-existent screen. There we go. I'm making use of Markdown quite a bit. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Markdown. Rowley, no, I'm not Australian. Let's have a look. Where are the Ubuntu Mate plank themes stored? Yes, they are on GitHub. They're in the GitHub. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a browser here. I'll show you. Show you exactly. So here's Ubuntu Mate artwork. This just looks as a package that looks just like a file system. So Ubuntu share theme. No, where is it? Forgotten. Ubuntu Mate share. I've forgotten where. Oh, actually, it's not in the artwork package. It's in the settings package. That's why. So, user, share, and then plank themes. And here you will find the Mutiny dark and light themes. So they're the side docs. And then you'll find the Yaru dark and light themes, and then the original one from Mate from ages ago. And I'll show those in a moment because there's some integration with Mate Tweak for that stuff as well. So, yes, ADS, so I'm going to be uploading some stuff to Debian. Well, I'm not going to be uploading it. I'm going to be sending the commits to Debian, but then I will be uploading it directly to Ubuntu. Okay. Those are the two important links. Thanks for posting those. Yeah, thanks. It Swirls has put some additional links in the chat as well. I need to catch up. Oh, hey. So it's snowing. Where are you? MHIMCB. Where are you? Manual tests. Yes, they are proper tests. So actually making things work. And I've spotted some bugs doing some tests today as well. Hello, Luke. Different kind of stream this evening. Right then. Okay, I'm just skipping ahead. Otherwise, I'm gonna spend the whole time just reading the chat. No, we've covered that one off. Is the music duplicated? What do you mean by that? Hey Bill, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Bill, if you want to join the on-air channel, I think you know, if you've got questions or you want to get involved, feel free to join the on-air channel in Discord. You know, oh, Adam, you big meanie. I said, crikey. Well, you know, there's a lot of common phrases between the Brits and the Aussies. Hey, Sleepy Eyes Vince, how you doing? Team Cucumber, very good. Right then. Gosh, okay, right. Oh yeah, there's a new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier today, isn't there? Because it's Friday. I might watch that later or tomorrow. Music has a bit of an echo. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. I can do something about that. I can do something about that. Hopefully, if I do this... Has the echo gone now? I mean, I can't hear it anymore as a result of doing that, but there we go. Right then. Let's... Okay. If you know what to do, it Swirls, you can have a go. I mean, there's no need. I'm going to go through it. Okay, good. Glad that audio's been cleaned up. Yeah. Okay, right then. So I'm caught up on the chat. So where were we? We were putting our list of stuff together. So I'm running 2004. So I think what we'll do is open up a terminal here and we'll go and run up the VM that I had earlier for 2104. So let's get that cracking. Hopefully this will fit on the screen. Oh, it's on a different monitor, so let's pull you down. So this is, I might just have to resize that slightly. So this is 2104, and this has part of the new Yaru theme running. So we'll just log in, and here we go. So, and that is one of the bugs that I spotted earlier. So I need to report that one, because that's in a component that I don't maintain directly, so I need to share that. So I think what we'll do is we'll start by setting the display. So the screenshot you're looking at was chosen through the voting, community voting that Monica organised, which is pretty cool. I think that should work. There we go. Right, so that gives us a visible resolution. Maybe we can go a little bit bigger. There we go. Right then. So what have we got here? Oh yeah, Right, okay, yeah, I like to keep it all working. Yeah. So Adam, have you found the guys that are working on the Linux enablement for the M1? Because what I chipped in, because what was interesting is they're actually using the Raspberry Pi images of Ubuntu as the starting point, using that as a root file system, and then going about the business of, ripping out the kernel and, all of the hackery that's required. Right then. Thank you, Pro Gamer. I am very happy with the way it looks. So, in fact, let's just go and look at a few bits. So, this is all by way of testing. Some of these pink things you can see was me testing earlier. So, the two default Yaru themes are these ones here. So, Yaru MATE Light and Dark, and Light is the default. So, let's just change this back to that as well. There we go. So that's sort of what it will look like out of the by default, and this is sort of how things are looking. So we've got the Yaru theme sort of re-hinted for Mate with some of the styling that Frederick has done in order to add the necessary style classes to get Mate working, which I'm sure was more work than it looked like, but it was remarkable how well practiced the Yaru team are at wrangling GTK themes and the CSS that goes with it, because they were able to, well, Frederick in particular was able to very quickly turn around some of the fixes and improvements. And one of the things that we improved today, or rather it was improved a little while ago, it's a subtle change, but the minimized things are now got a bit of contrast on them, so you can tell them apart. So that's the light theme, and then we also have the dark theme, which is my preference. But and so this is different to Ubuntu. So Ubuntu comes with a Yaru theme by default, which is a mixed dark and light theme. So it has dark header bars, dark title bars, but then light windows. And then there's a fully light theme and a fully dark theme in Ubuntu. So what Frederick suggested is we should only have a dark and a light theme. We shouldn't have that mixed theme. And at first I wanted to keep the mixed theme, but actually GTK just isn't geared up to support that weird mix of light and dark. And it's been the source of constant maintenance. So I took Frederick's advice. So we've decided to just have light and dark, and light is the default. And the advantage of this is the Yaru theme, follows the Adwaita sort of base quite closely, so that it shouldn't introduce any issues with application compatibility and stuff like that, which will be good. So I'm just having a little look. Okay, thanks It Swirls for fielding answers to those questions. So some of the features of the dark theme are this. So for example, if we go to, the browsers are themed appropriately and all the rest of it. Let's think. Does anyone know a website which automatically picks up theme hints? I think GitHub has it now, doesn't it? So I agree. Let's just go to GitHub. I don't know if you can do this without signing in, which I don't want to do on this machine. Yeah, it does it. It only does it if you're signed in, doesn't it? Anyway, it passes the hints through. So if you've got a dark theme, the browser knows that it's got a dark theme. So if you've got your web apps configured to do, dark theme detection, that all works now, which is terrific. So yeah, pretty happy with how all of this has turned out. We've got nice rounded borders on the drop downs and the menus and what have you. And you'll notice that, you know, as we switch between them, you get a fully dark console and a fully light console. And then one of the things that I did, in fact, let's think, where can I get some, have I got any code checked out here? I haven't, have I? Let me just one moment. I will go to the other machine, find the path to a little bit of code that I can grab. It's streaming Spotify. Okay. So I will just hop across the, oops. Go through the bridge. What's this? Just going to copy some code over. Thanks, Itswells. Appreciate that. Spotify stream. Right, okay. So, Pluma is the text editor that ships with Mate, and it is a fork from gedit, you know, before gedit acquired its new look and feel. And my contribution to Yaru was to create GTK source view styles for Yaru dark and Yaru light themes. So I've contributed those back up. I saw the other day that they've been added. So what does that look like if we pick up this shell script? Hey Lance, thanks very much. Is that Lance I used to work with, or a different Lance? So that's what the this is what the GTK source view looks like. This is available for GTK source view 2, 3 and 4, and all of these syntax highlighting colors all come from the same color palette that's used for Yaru. So that's what the light theme looks like, and although I'm showing this in Pluma, it looks exactly the same in any other text editor that uses GTK source view. And if I now switch, oh no, in fact this doesn't switch GTK source view as well. So what we can do is edit and preferences and dark, and then that's what the dark theme looks like. Now the reason I did this is there was a ton of bugs filed against Ubuntu, well rather the Yaru theme, that the dark GTK source view theme actually obfuscated the, you know, the current line as you moved over it. So I decided to do a whole theme, so everything that GTK source view can do is fully implemented and colorized. So that was one of the two things I did actually. So that was one of my contributions, and the other is, and you may just be taking it for granted, and that's that here we have Marco, which is a fork of Metacity, which is a classic window manager, and I created the Metacity theme. So the actual window decorations and all the rest of it that you can see here are all my work, which I did over the Christmas and New Year period. And there is a reason why I've just opened this application again, because I'm going to, in fact it looks better if I use, let's use the scanner, because that's a little bit more sensible. There we go. So what I've done is, you'll know that, you know, GNOME header bars are bigger because you can fit, you know, window, you know, application menus and things in there. But you will notice that what I've done is I've made a pixel perfect representation of the of the title bar and the menus and all of that stuff, the window controls. So all of that is implemented so that matches entirely with GNOME applications and CSD and all the rest of it. So there's a consistent look and feel. So after having made that for Ubuntu Mate, I then pushed all of that back, correctly colorized, and you know, these here, the controls in GNOME, are all CSS renders, whereas these have to be graphics. So I've actually made these with SVGs. I retouched all of them by hand, and because these are SVGs, these scale really nicely. So on my high DPI panel on my laptop, you now get really crisp window controls, which is something I've been wanting to resolve for ages. So so yeah, that's the other thing that I've done. So the actual Yaru theme now in Ubuntu 2104 will work on Ubuntu Mate as well. So it will be possible to install the Yaru theme and just use, in fact, should we do it? I'm saying it should work. Let's find out. I've actually got a machine here. It's Yaru theme GTK, Yaru theme icon. Already have the sound theme installed. I think that's all we need. So those two packages should do the business. Now they won't. I wonder if they'll show up, because I don't think they will. So let's just let those come in. Right, okay. I'm just catching up on the theme here. Oh, I see some of you have noticed that I've added some emotes to the. It's well, you just subscribed. Sorry, I didn't spot that earlier. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I think on the last stream I said I'm gonna make arrangements to take a couple of days off work to figure out how the money from this this thing, I don't know even what to call it, channel, is it a channel, can be put to good use. Right, I've missed some bits and pieces. Where is the source for what? What's the question? Oh, right, okay, it spoils. So thanks. I appreciate that. I'll go and look at the commit messages for that to make sure I don't stamp on anything that you've done. Don't do Marco, and don't do the screensaver. If you get that far, it swells, because those are going to require some attention. So right, we've installed the thing there. So let's see what we get. Right, it's not running, so let's bring it up. I don't think it will appear in here. Yeah, I didn't think so, because it requires a theme file that I don't think is shipped by default, but we can hit the customize button. So here we go. Let's configure. So here we go. We've got Yaru, which is the light dark version, the dark and the light version. So let's do dark Yaru and go here. Yaru dark icons. This one looks so good. You won't be able to see it here. Oh, actually, no, we will. We will be able to see it in here. Yeah, the icons won't have the pullback, and then we can use that. But there we go. So if we now go in here, there we go. So there's there it is with Yaru, but the where it falls down a little bit is we have some fallback icons which this doesn't have. So yeah, I'll need to next cycle the additional icons that are provided by our old icon pack. I need to get up into Yaru or Saru even, so that that all works. But there we go. As you can see, all of the good work that Frederick did has now all carried over into Yaru itself. So that's pretty splendid. It's the first time I've done that. I knew it should work in theory, but I only saw that it landed a couple of days ago. Anyway, we're doing the Chelsea cucumber version this evening, so let's move back. Right. So that's the thing, and then the other bit of work that I did, which I'm rather pleased with, is when I was working on the theme for the window manager, I was getting frustrated with side-by-side tiled windows being decorated with rounded corners, and also then the compositing bleeding into each other, so you get this composite bleed over the two windows. So I've patched the window manager to know when your window's tiled, and it turns off the shadowing effect of the compositor. And then it also gives the windows square edges. And as you can see here, if I just there we go, we'll use Magnus. So let's just make this a bit bigger. Thanks for the follow. Oh my gosh, that's a long username. I exist, therefore I think. There we go. I was gonna. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, hey, Farron, how you doing? So if you look at this here, this window here, this is a magnification tool, but you can see that there's now this nice clean line between side by side tiled windows, and all of the hinting and highlighting works as you flip between them, which was non-trivial to implement, but I'm glad I went to the effort of doing it, because I always have windows stacked side by side, and this just looks really nice now, and I'm very happy with the results. So yes, after I'd worked on all of this, I pushed all of that back up to Yaru as well, which is why you could have decorated windows using the Yaru theme when I installed it just now. So I have become reacquainted with skills from, I don't know, 20 years ago, and these what are effectively metacity themes, which work on specs 1, 2 and 3, the different versions, will work on Marco and Metacity and Compiz and a number of other window managers that support the Gmark sort of XML-like. Thank you, Robin, for the follow. I appreciate that. So that sort of, it looks, in a few minutes you can sort of, look at what it did, but it did take from early December until early March to actually pull all of this together, and it wasn't just me. I was doing my bits, and then Stuart, who's the icon designer for the Yaru team, has made a ton of icons. I mean, he's not done yet, but he's made a load of icons. In fact, the other thing we've done, I wonder if this will work. I've not actually tested this. So I'm opening this for the first time. I haven't opened LibreOffice anything. But if I open LibreOffice, there we go. What you are seeing here is that the LibreOffice Yaru icons are default for LibreOffice as well. So I forget the name of the guy who does this, but there's a contributor for Yaru who has done this work to style up LibreOffice with Yaru, and in fact it's not available yet, I don't think, but he has made a Yaru MATE specific version as well. So I'm using the Yaru version at the moment, but there is a Yaru MATE version, so maybe in, what will it be, 2110 we can include that. So it's a nice cohesive look and feel, and all things like this, these little pre-lights, making sure all of those were the right colour and behaved in the same way in a classic window manager compared to how GNOME Shell works and all the rest of it. Yes, it's been a labour of love, but I've quite enjoyed tinkering with that stuff. It's been good fun. It's a bit like driving those old plotters, the way that you do window rendering. The other thing that's worth pointing out is the new Metacity, whatever it's called, the Marco theme, is considerably faster. So there's a way you can benchmark the rendering of the decorations, and it's, I think, about 50 times faster. So consequently, although it looks nice, it's actually much lighter weight, in terms of system resources for rendering windows now, which I'm very pleased with as well. Right, okay, what have we got here then? Let me just go and have a look at some of these messages. So Rowley, yeah, I always thought ambience looked okay too. I was always happy with it, and I was a little bit, not too bothered about the criticism about how Ubuntu Mate looked. But I have to say, having started this journey with the Yaru team, I really don't like ambience anymore. Oh, this just looks so much better, so much better. In fact, Rowley, as you're there, let's get on the right screen, and if we change the desktop background, there are a couple of new backgrounds. There's this one here, so this was voted for in the community stuff that Monica organised. So there we go. We've got baby hippo and mother, I imagine, and then here, and then this is the dark hippo, so everything's got this light and dark thing going on. And then Rowley made these. So here is a new dark backdrop, and then here is a light variant of that. So thank you very much for contributing those, Rowley, that's terrific. And then the other thing that we added was, I can't remember, there was one, oh yes, of course, these ones, here we go. So I added this earlier today, there we go. So there's the Hirsute hippo in Chelsea cucumber, so that's been included now as well. Right, so let's just apple juice. What's the apple juice thing about? Right then, yes, okay. The Yaru team are excellent. They're yeah. I've enjoyed working with them. I enjoyed working with them, when I was at Canonical, and they've been a joy to work with from a community perspective as well. They're amazing. The amount of work that they get through is quite astonishing. Go and have a look at their GitHub and look at the rate of commits and the work that gets done. It's amazing. I remember using Ubuntu Mate in 2016. Crikey, yeah. Every time I think, oh, this is a good one, and I don't think it will get much better, but they're always better than the last one. Well, there you go. Yeah, we've had this conversation before, just somebody else in the community. Right, okay, let's just catch up. Do you think in the near future there will be specific desktop environments for touchscreen laptops and multi-monitor desktop setups? Well, I think GNOME does a pretty decent job of that, doesn't it? I think it's not designed to be touch-centric, but it definitely has all the requisite properties. Has good touch support, has good multi-monitor support. I'd be interested to know why you were asking about multi-monitor. Is there a particular issue that you've run into? Okay. Do we have the coloured hippo? Yes, well, I showed it. I'm a bit behind on the chat, as you can probably tell. Flat is, Vogue. I quite like the flat. I mean, so there's a couple of things going on in Ubuntu Mate, which I can exclusively reveal will result in a change next release of Yaru. But as the Yaru team were working on this stuff, they were quite taken with the coloured, you know, menu icons. So these here, you know, the small icons which have some colour to them, because the colour actually helps you distinguish between them more effectively than if they're all symbolic and monochrome. So they are working. You'll find a task in their GitHub at the moment, and I think they're about a third of the way through, where they're adding colorized versions of all of these for a future version of the Yaru theme, which will be good. And that's not just for Ubuntu Mate or Yaru Mate, it's for Yaru, the whole thing. Okay, hopefully I've done that. Yeah, dark themed Hippo. Yaru is a yeah, the logo. That's a bug. Thought of. We need to work on that distro logo so that it can fit in a smaller thing. So yeah, it's kind of a workaround the way it is at the moment. Okay. Glad you're liking the new wallpapers. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can remember, you know, sitting up in PyCon 2009 with a laptop running Ubuntu, and I'd got, it's probably Docky back then because I don't think Plank existed, but it basically, it wasn't themed like a Mac, but it operated like a Mac OS, and I had a few people looking sideways at what was obviously a PC that appeared to be running like a Mac. I was very happy with that setup. So it's a nice setup. Beta on April 1st. I assume so. I haven't heard that anything's delayed. Has the welcome app been updated to Yaru? Not really. I need to do a bit of work on that, but that's not tricky because it's actually a web app. Right, so well, that was a lot of chat about Yaru. Anyway, I'm very happy with it. So you got the first look, you lot who have joined this evening. Where is the stream information? Actually, let's just bring that up because that'll help. Oh, golly gosh, wow. Okay, there's quite a lot of you in here. Hello. Hello, everyone. If you haven't said hello in chat, do introduce yourself. It's always nice to see who's stopped by. Right then. So I did put together a to-do list. So actually, by going through that and flipping through a few of the Yaru things, I am happy that the required testing has been done there, because actually a whole icon pack was ripped out of the updated packaging. So this is good to go. So this is, everything's pushed up to the Git repo. So I'll drop the PPA suffix. We'll build this, which does take a little while because it's got a ton of art in it. And then we'll upload that to the archive. And as you can see, 4 bugs fixed in this update. And the last time we updated it was, oh yeah, and GTK4 is supported as well. That's also worth pointing out. So because we're now tracking along with Yaru, we get all of that, you know, bleeding edge support via the good work that they're doing. So we'll just prepare this package, and we'll get this one uploaded, and then we can tick that first job off the list. I'll just resize my Twitch console over here whilst this is going. So there's a reasonable number of you in here. I'll ask this question: stream on Twitch or stream on YouTube? What do you prefer? Where would you prefer to be for watching stuff like this? I'm still debating because we've now returned to Twitch for the gaming stuff. so I'm not sure. So some don't care. Some prefer Twitch. Better quality on Twitch. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. So our podcast, I as the person doing the streams, I prefer YouTube because it sticks around. But I am, I'm undecided. I'm starting to get into using the interactive features of Twitch, and I like it. Your happy place. Hello, thanks, and you prefer Twitch. Thanks for stopping by. And salad dinner, okay, doesn't matter as long as it's consistent. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what I was thinking, I've been working on some videos, pre-recorded videos for YouTube, and I was considering that I would pivot YouTube to pre-recorded stuff only and do all of the live things on Twitch, record it, and if anything comes out of a live stream that's useful, then I can always you know, edit that together as a small thing and upload it to YouTube. So what have we got here? Yeah, so I have done that. In fact I've got a few that I haven't. The last few game streams I've done on Twitch, I have exported to YouTube, but the quality's rubbish, frankly. YouTube just compresses a bit too much, in my opinion. So Andy says he likes Twitch for games, but the Mate stuff he's not sure. Yeah. Record and re-up to YouTube. Yeah, I mean it's there. Hey Tiago, thank you very much for the follow. Anyway, right, okay, so that package is built. Right, so let's just go and get on the right screen. There we go. So let's get that uploaded. Right then. I really need to split this package up. It's one of those mistakes that you make, 7 years ago, and then now it's becoming a problem because it's got every wallpaper in it of every release of Ubuntu Mate. So every time I want to upload the artwork, I have to do this massive upload. And of course this problem gets worse over time, so I probably need to split this package out into some discrete packaging. Oh, Penguin's doing a sort of a huge slide rather than a stroll. Right, let's come on, uploads, there we go, that's good. Right. Let's just get that done. This was that release, so push that up, and we will just go tag that upstream. Oh, hang on. There we go, on this. So let's go and hit here. And just mark this one as done. Oh. Okay, this should work. Okay, let's just drag you out here. Where have I got 2FA available? In my pocket. Right. Right then, GitHub must be near the top. Right, okay, let's move that back down here. Right then, draft a new release. Oop. Right, there we go. That is sorted. So that's that done. So now there was a cool thing that Larry has done, which he's been updating the guide. Whoops, shot there. So let's go and take a look at that, because we need to get that in. So not only has he been maintaining this, but this release he's gone through and changed every screenshot to use the Yaru MATE stuff. So yes, oh actually that's what I should show, because it says here, look, update the mutiny layout. I should probably explain what all that means. So if we go back to our VM, here's our VM. This is the layout that Ubuntu MATE uses by default, and it's kind of derived from the classic GNOME, but it replaces Brisk, the classic menu with Brisk menu. And then we have these sort of prefabricated panel layouts. So this one's called Familiar, and Traditional is like what you remember from GNOME 2. But we have this one called Mutiny, and back in November I did a live stream and I said, right, and I ripped out a whole bunch of stuff from Ubuntu MATE, and we were ditching Mutiny and a couple of other things. Well, they're all back between November and now, and in fact I think they've been back since around January time. And the reason for that is there was a lot of people who weren't upset so much as sad that some of the layouts were going away that they really like using. And the rationale for removing Mutiny is it was very buggy, and it was a huge source of complaint about things not working. So we were removing it because of that. Anyway, it's back and it looks like this. So I am going to enable the Mutiny layout. And this now looks somewhat like Ubuntu. So here's our dock, and we open up our stuff, and we can keep that in the dock should we want to. So I can now close that and close that, and open it back up and drag it out. And so what I've done here is I've created so this is actually, you will see here, look, this is Plank, the Plank thing, and MATE Tweak is now integrated with Plank, so it knows when it's switching to the Mutiny layout to twiddle some internal settings so that Plank behaves like a nice dock. So there it is, a very simple implementation. And then if we what have I done? I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. If we bring up Tweak again, which also has its own fetching icon now, which it's rather good. Stuart made that for us. If we now switch to, say, the Cupertino layout, what we have now is the Plank at the bottom, and again a different design for the Plank theme, but one that fits. So this is the same as like the way the window borders and everything are rendered. So all of this stuff is now so it knows when you're using one of the Yaru themes, and MATE Tweak will, configure the theme to match when you switch between them. So if I change my appearance, the appearance doesn't change plank, because some people have preferences that they want a particular plank thing, so you don't want to change it when they change the theme necessarily, because that's not necessarily what they want. But I could, you know, I could change that, and because we now hide the plank icon, we've added plank to the control center, so we can now launch the preferences there. So I could just, you know, change it here, but if I go back to tweak again, we'll switch that to mutiny now. And because we're switching the layout, it will now choose a dock theme that matches the theme that we're running at this time. So there we go. And a bit like the side tiling, there's ooh, why does that look so weird? Huh. Okay, there looks to be an extra row of pixels being rendered there that I haven't seen before. I need to look into that. That shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, but they also stack up against the side of the dock, and you can either also do this now, so you can now use the hotkeys to actually resize your side tiling. Toggle it. So there we go. Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing this. Partly is, you know, I've been running this in different setups. Like the main theme I've been developing on 2004 and just, you know, ploughing into my system by hand. And it's not until you actually run it like this that you start to spot. Thanks very much for the follow, Sea Bears. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Just installed Ubuntu server ARM64 and a VM on the M1. Okay, installed the desktop package and it's not too bad. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. Nice one. So you've installed the server image and then you chuck a desktop on top. Nice, I like that. So what's this? So does the Ubuntu Mate dev pipeline utilize GitHub Actions for any CI/CD workflow? So first of all, Mate desktop, yes, although some of that is actually Travis triggered CI/CD. So it does integration tests and build tests on Fedora, Debian and Ubuntu. And then BigPod is working on a number of GitHub workflow integrations for Ubuntu Mate itself. So we were using Launchpad recipes, and what we're working on, I say we, I haven't actually done very much on this myself, but I will do next cycle, is actually doing like the source package generation using GitHub workflows and then submitting those source packages to a PPA for publishing. So that will give us a continuous you know, package delivery that is like tip of Git of Mate and the other packages in a PPA that we can use for testing, which will be extremely helpful. So with Yaru Mate Dark, if I pull down the terminal and show the search bar, the colors look wrong. So I therefore need to be running dark. Is that what you're saying? So Yaru, wrong monitor again. Yaru Mate Dark. Let's just put the theme back to something. Let's use that because it stays out the way a little bit. So I'm pleased that I've just switched the layouts around a bunch of times and nothing crashed, which was the big problem with moving to and from Mutiny. And I think I saw somebody asking about the HUD. That is back as well. So yeah, the HUD is back as well. It's a thing you can turn on and off. So you're in the terminal. And if I pull down the terminal and show the search bar, what do you mean by that? This? Is that what you're referring to? Thanks for the follow, Jorian. Ah, Jorian. Hello. Good to see you again. And show the search bar, Control Shift F. Okay. Right. Oh, the pull down terminal. Oh, I don't have that running, do I? So, I need to turn that on first of all. Okay, so you're doing that and then Control Shift F. Ha. Okay. Nice find. I'll ask Frederick to fix that. And also I noticed that this is using the old ambient terminal colors as well. So I will add that to my little to-do list because that is stuff we can get fixed, right? So let's add that to the what's it called? It's tilde, isn't it? That terminal. Okay, thanks for that. Nice find. This all counts. Right then, where were we? Oh yeah, I was looking at these updates here. So that's good. Right. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the chat there. Right then, so these are the changes that Larry has made to improve the guide. I have to say it's rather brilliant what Larry has done. In fact, I think I'm right in saying, do we have a guide? So, a version of this guide is also available from guide.ubuntumate.org. So it gets rendered out into different formats. So we embed this as, you know, a help document in the distro. And it's also available online, the same stuff. So Larry does a splendid job of putting this together. And I think he's written 3 books now about using Ubuntu Mate, switching from mainstream operating systems to Ubuntu Mate. And as you can see, all of these screenshots and icons, I mean, that must have taken forever. All of the images have been updated with the new stuff. So fantastic work he's been putting in there. Right. Let's have a look then. So we've got this.
Sorry.
And oh, Alexa, quiet. Right then. Added lollipop. What was that then? Because we. Okay, very good. So we've been talking about replacing Rhythm Box with Lollipop for music, and the reason we didn't push ahead with that this cycle is because Larry spotted that then we wouldn't have a podcatcher capability, so we're going to have a little think before we do that, but in likelihood we will pull that in. So we'll I think what we'll do is we'll actually squash and merge those. And oh, right. Let's get that done. Right then, that's good. And we need to release that because that will need a new version. So right then, so let's give that a rev. So our podcast, you were asking about GitHub workflows. This is something I just want to go gangbusters on, like automating. We can put a load of triggers in place and just, you know, improve this situation. No end. There's no reason for me to be pushing buttons doing this. We could automate all of these, you know, release processes. Right, okay then. So now that's done, we'll go and grab that. Where does this get packaged? I think it's in something strange like. Is it just distro packages? Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is 2104.1 and oops, one too many dots, and we'll just put that comment in for the moment. Oh. Oh. Right. Oh, okay. Right. Oops. Okay. So this is. And that is going to be 0 Ubuntu 1. So we'll just save that. We'll build it. Yeah, we need to go and grab the new source package and then build it. Hey Henrik, how you doing? Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? I ended up chatting about themes for far too long, so I'm not actually got all that much done, but this is rather pleasant, having a chat and getting a few bits done. Yeah, so our podcast, if you've got any ideas on that front, automating that release process, I'm all ears. That'd be great. Right, okay, so let's push that to the playground, because this one I just want to have build and make sure there's no issues with it. So we have a PPA, or I have a PPA called the playground, and this is where all of the new schnizzle gets uploaded, and it's where the QA team can test the new stuff before we stick it in the archive. Right, well that is a bit further forward. Given the time of day, I mean, Actual I've actually tested. I've done that one. So I could go and deal with that one, because that has already been built in the PPA and tested. In fact, I've already removed the suffix. So let's just build that one. Build the source package rather. And we will just hurl that into the archive. Right, that's that one done. So that we can tick off. So we have updated that, so we should change that to upload. We won't forget it. So, It Swirls, you said you had updated some of these packages. I think you said you'd done Mate panel. So, does that, have you pushed those commits to Debian Salsa? If you have, then I guess I can do this. No changes. Okay. So just let us know what you were doing there, and if you know, I'm going to potentially tread on your work. So I think the one I'm just going to have a quick look at is Marco, because that's somewhere where I'm carrying. Well, actually, I've submitted the patches to Debian, but there's always the possibility that my patch doesn't apply cleanly. And let's just make this a bit bigger. Yeah, okay, so we've got that. So this is probably an Ubuntu upload. Yeah. Let's go and see what versions are in the different repositories. Oh. Okay, so it's got my version. Let's just do this. That should mean... Did I not push this? Oh. Well, that's not cool. How did that happen? Ah, that's why. Oh no. I have somehow neglected to send this on, and I don't know how that has happened. Bother. Well, that's disappointing. I was sure I had sent that on. Fiddlesticks. When did I do that? January. That's... Why did I not do this? Well, there you go. That's disappointing. Right then. Okay. Let's unmess this up, because I've made a bit of a mistake here. I should have sent all of this up to Debian, and I have not. I can't believe I've not done that. I'm gonna go and check. I can't believe I've made that mistake. So, yeah, 1 month ago. And there's my patch. There we go. Right. That's fine. I haven't made a colossal mistake. I am happy now. Right, okay, so let's stash that and pull that. Good job. And what version is it? It's -2, so let's do 24.2-1. Okay. Okay, so that's what I will push to Debian. Yep. Right, okay, so they have that, that's good. Yes, Ferran, all of the, well, I say all, as far as I'm aware, there are people here who can correct me if I'm wrong, all the Debian packaging is now in a GitLab instance, organized by teams. So let's change our target release and we'll let's do that. Let's pull down the source. And then let's see if it patches. Yes, awesome. Right, we'll stick that in the PPA as well then. So that's good. Okay. Right, well, that's good. We'll just do just put PPA there for the moment. Right, am I going to touch any more of these packages today? Not sure. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Redeemed highlight my message. Legit question. Will Mate Wayland support XDG decoration spec? Probably. I don't know. I won't be doing that work myself, so I can't say for certain. But I would imagine that when that work kicks off in Anger, it will follow as closely as possible all of the... I mean, we're already using some of the WL root stuff for things like, you know, the panel, because the panel's a fairly complex bit of kit. And it requires some protocol extensions. So, right, okay, not quite all. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure how far along that had got. Oh, that's interesting. I just clicked that link in my browser dock in OBS, and it opened it in a little window for me. Here we go. So how much have we got? Wow, look at that, check that out. Dev helper compat. Okay, oh god, there's 14 already. Okay. Build systems. Oh, that's interesting. I've got a couple of packages that are still using CDBS. I think I want to get rid of that. It's a bit of a faff to work with. Nice Nice, I didn't know about this, Andy. Thank you for sharing that. Wow, look at that drop off on native packages. That's pretty impressive. Oh wow, okay. I'll have a proper look at that another time. Sit here and read something in silence. Right then. That's really good. That's really good. Hey Big Pod, how you doing? I need to scroll to the VCS hosting. Oh, okay. Let me go and click that again. I rather like that feature. That's super cool. VCS hosting. Here we go. Oop. Okay, so let's just make this a bit bigger. So what have we got here? Okay, so we've got salsa. Oh wow, okay, so still quite a chunk to go. What's that? About 9,000 packages are sitting in the old Git. Okay, and GitHub. Okay, or other. I wonder what other is. Not Git and no version control for packaging. How does that work? How is that even possible? Okay. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I remember the lift and shift of everything to salsa. I just assumed that because we were sort of, you know, encouraged to do it, that everyone was. Yeah, no, VCS is a bit rubbish, isn't it? Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice set of stats. That I like that. Right. Okay. So I didn't hear back if It Swirls was doing the panel or not. Yeah, I don't even. I mean, yeah, it just boggles the mind. Right then, Baron OS is going to be back soon. All right, okay. Well, let's pick another one. Let's do a nice quick one. Let's do the calculator because nothing much changes there. I know there's some precision fixes and things like that. So let's get that one done. So this is going to be dash do. In fact, let's cheat. Okay. Let's just get that up. Right, we'll make that 2. And there we go. Just put the suffix on this. Oh, we've got to pull down the source. Let's grab that. You got a bit of insomnia there, Big Pod. Right, let's get that source package created and stick that up. Right, there we go. I fully anticipate that will build just fine. Right, what is it? It's midnight. Well, I got some things done, and I got to have a chat, and I got to show you people some stuff. But I think, like Big Pod, this might be time to knock it on the head a little bit. So thank you everyone for stopping by. I'm going to do some kind of stream tomorrow here. It might be games, it might not be, it might be more of this, I haven't decided yet. It might be preparing a game server, it might be 2 streams, I don't know. So, you know, thank you for following. You'll get duly notified when I'm back on next. But I may just hop on like tomorrow morning. So for those of you that are in Europe, if you want coffee and croissants, I might hop on tomorrow morning and try and get some of those bits and pieces packaged up and finished off. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. I've enjoyed your company. Hey Cheese, thanks for the follow. Good to see you again. We need to have a catch up, that's for sure. I think congratulations are in order, isn't that right? So, and then of course the other thing is on Sunday night, 9:45. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, 9:45 UK time, because the clocks are going to be changing the day after. We have our Linux community game night. So we are a bunch of Linux nerds who play games on Linux and stream it, and we do these multiplayer, real-time, head-to-head games. So yeah, we make OBS work overtime, and we make a rather powerful computer squeal with pain as we push all of these pixels around. So if that interests you, stop by for that. Anyway, for now, I'm going to say thanks everyone, and I'll look forward to speaking to you all again soon. And if you didn't realise, in the panels for this channel there's a link to our Discord, so if you want to join in with Ubuntu Mate, we've got all of the Ubuntu Mate team, we do all of our development chat there, and there's also an awesome community of Linux enthusiasts that are tinkering with OBS and playing games and working on an assorted projects. So join us in Discord if you want to find some like-minded individuals. Cheers everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.